Hey guys, what's going on? It's NumbNexus making some more Showdown battles. This is at a very entertaining and fun Showdown tournament that Nappy had, the KingNappy. I'll leave his channel in the description and the link to it, but it was 5 freaking hours of madness. It was just awesome. And I was in the UU bracket, so I have a UU match right here. I did lose. They call me the Cinderella Wonder because I did lose the first round and I wasn't even supposed to be in it, but the guy had Pokemon that were not eligible in the UU tier, so he got disqualified and I got to move on. So without further ado, let's move on into this match. And I'm not gonna say who won because little spoiler, but me. But yeah, I'm gonna lead off with Moonshot, predicting him to lead off with anything really. I'm just gonna U-turn out because why would I stay in? So as I do U-turn out, I'm now gonna come out here into my Raikou. And it doesn't really matter that I'm scared of Gligar, really. Like, Gligar is not really a threat, so he was going to bring it in, HP Ice, and he's dead. But I don't do that in this match. I go for the Volt Switch, just playing it safe, because, you know, you never know what he might do. Dynamic Punch is kind of annoying. So I think he's going to leave in Gligar. As he misses a Toxic, I get a heavy hit with the Waterfall, and that nearly takes out Gligar. So he's going to set up the Stealth Rocks again. I don't know why, because Azumarill cannot learn Rapid Spin. But I guess I worked on my advantage, and now I'm going to stay in here, actually, because I know I can take a T-Bolt, and I'm going to get some heavy damage on that Zapdos. So that is 69%, and yeah, now I'm going to get out of here, because I definitely need my Azumarill for later on. I'm going to bring out Bronzong to take any hit that he wants to give me. As I take that Thunderbolt relatively well, I'm just going to go here for the Rocks to put them up, because it does affect his Weavile and his Arcanine. So as I do put up my Rocks, he's going to bring out Kingdra, and he's thinking to himself, hey, this is a great time to set up, but he doesn't do that, and he gets a crit. He gets a freaking crit. Like, you have no idea how many times I've been hacked out in this tournament. But I'm going to bring out Raikou here. His Gligar's gone. I can safely Volt Switch, T-Bolt, anything that I want to do, really. So I go for the Thunderbolt, playing it safe, as his Machamp is dead. And with Stealth Rocks up, I don't think he'll switch out, so he doesn't, and his Machamp is now dead. So now he's going to send out his Arcanine here as Extreme Speed I'm kind of fearing, so I'm kind of going to come out into my Gligar. Wow. As he just goes for the safe close combat, so I don't know why he did that. Maybe Extreme Speed would have been better, but either way, Gligar walls any Arcanine set. So he's going to come out the Kingdra. That's fine. I was just going to go for the EQ anyway, but I kind of saw that coming, so I go for the Toxic. Now I know he's going to set up with a lot of D-dances, and he's just gonna like Resto Chesto. I bet that's what he is. It's kind of annoying, but this guy doesn't seem to be that. He seems to be locked in. I think he's banded. I really do think he is, but then I figure out that he's not, and he's Resto Chesto, so he's gonna set up the D-dances. I miss every single Seed Flare. Check this out. Seed Flare would have killed. There it is again. I miss it again. Like, I was losing my mind, and then when I saw Resto Chesto, I was like, I saw this coming, but like, I finally hit the Seed Flare, and as you can see from that damage, it would have killed because he was poisoned. Poison would have racked up, so now he gets a free kill off my Shaman, so that's really unfortunate, but it doesn't matter because I have Azumarill, so Aqua Jet is still not enough to take it out. So I'm kind of in a bind, and I'm not sure what to do, really. And I'm just going to come out to my Gligar, hoping that I can take an Outrage when I'm thinking, yeah, I can take an Outrage. So I do, and I'm not even going to go for the Roost, I'm just going to EQ, because, like, that thing's a bitch. So now it looks like it's really in his favor, kind of, it looks like it, because he has team matchup, in a way. But you're later going to see that I kind of bring it back. So he's going to kill me off with the Ice Punch, get some Life Orb Recoil, which is kind of what I was aiming for. I was really hoping I would not miss a single high jump kick, and he was not smart enough to go for the Ice Shard, or he doesn't carry it. But now I'm just going to spam high jump kick everywhere. As you can see, those rocks really did end up mattering because Zapdos can easily take a high jump kick. So that's dead Zapdos, and now he's going to send to Arcanine. He does not carry the Extreme Speed, and that's going to be game. So good game, Hutch. You played really well. That was really close. It went down to the nail. But now the final match of the bracket I had in UU is against a guy called AyFayBay, and everybody was rooting for this guy. So I was like, okay, I really got to beat this guy. So yeah, let's just get this match started. I'm going to lead off with Moonshot, predicting him to lead off with Umbreon or Gligar, but he leads off with Nidoking. I guess he wanted to bait me out or something, but Now he comes to his Gligar, probably fearing HP Ice, I don't know, but then he switched into it, so I don't know, but I'm going to come out to Raikou. Just the way I brought it in makes it look like I have HP Ice. So I went for the safe HP Ice. I have to play it safe. It is the final round of UU bracket, and then I'll become the UU champion. But I'm going to switch out here into my Bronzong because it walls Umbreon for days. That foul play did nothing. So I want a Toxic because I'm a Steel type and Synchronize will not affect me. But he does predict this kind of well and kind of not. He comes up to Zapdos. I just set up Rocks to play it safe because I need Rocks up more. And now I'm going to stay in, take a Heat Wave. But he gets a crit all the time. Any Zapdos against my Bronzong will always score a crit. So I did not care what he wanted to do at this point. I went for the safe HP Ice, and boom, his Gligar is just dead. So huge threat out of the way. I felt very accomplished by killing off that Gligar. Now I can freely Volt Switch and all of that. He sends out his Umbreon. He later does not expect me that I do carry the Aura Sphere and I'm Rash Nature. So he does not expect this whatsoever. I'm going to come out to my Shaman because I can take any hit that he wants to give me. I really don't care who he wants to come out to. Seed Flare would do a hell of a lot of damage from a modest Life Orb. So I got the crit. Thank you, because I really needed a crit. That's probably the only crit I've gotten. But U-turn is really obvious. I'm going to come out into my Gligar. But I think he went for the Flare Blitz, I think. No, he just went for the U-turn. And I was going to U-turn out to Kingdra, I'm guessing, which he does. And I decided to just sack my Gligar. I'm not going to risk it because Kingdra is way too much of a threat, as you saw from the last match. And everybody in the UU bracket carried a Kingdra. Everybody. And it was just insane. Like, Kingdra and Zapdos are the most used in there. Like, it was incredible. But he's sub D-Dance. That's an even bigger threat because if I don't break that sub soon or possible, I lose. So he's going to go for the Waterfall. I lived that, surprisingly, and he did not get the flinch, which I'm really glad. I got heavy hit off with the EQ, and now he's just going to go for another Waterfall and kill me off. So I'm fine with that, really, because he's only at 1.5 speed. I am pretty confident that I can outspeed with something on my team, and I hope Shaman can outspeed. But it doesn't look like I can outspeed, and he's going to kill me off with the Outrage. So it kind of looks like this match is in his favor, to be honest. Like, everybody was rooting for AyFayBay, like, the entire time. Nobody was rooting for me. I risked it for the Double Edge, and that's going to kill it off. So that was very risky because I need a Zoomeril. My friends were rooting for me, and I do appreciate that. But, you know, just the fan base on AyFayBay, they just love this name. So he's going to U-turn out because that's obvious, and he's going to U-turn out into his Umbreon, and he did not expect this, but I have the Aura Sphere. So always carry Aura Sphere. Fuck Extra Sensory. Always carry Aura Sphere. So he's going to go for the Foul Play that doesn't even kill me off. And I was fearing if he wanted to come out to his Nidoking, but he's just going to Protect, trying to live one. That did 47%, buddy. Like, almost 48. So he did not get enough HP recoil. I mean, HP gain back. And he tried to get double Protect, so joke's on you. And now he's dead. So, now he's dead. But, yeah, Darmanitan's going to come out here. I just decided to sack off my Raikou. As I kind of was really hoping that I could live that, but, you know, I can't as a Darmanitan. As he sends out his Nidoking, it is a good game. I have a Zoomeril. But I just decided to bring this out, get some damage on him, just in case if he could live an Aqua Jet. So with that, he's definitely specs with that damage. Because from prior experience, I have lived Earth Powers from Nidoking if they're Scarfed. But yeah, he's basically dead. Aqua Jet kills everything. He lived with the smallest sliver, but what are the chances of Aqua Jet missing? So good game, AyFayBay. This was a super duper close match, probably the closest one I've had. And now let's get back to the final match. My final match was against Night Ace, but I have that match. I'll just do it another time. But this is my friend Nick, SacredFireNegro. He actually defeated my other friend Hoodlum's Crafty, Callum, and he became the RU champion. And now me and him went up to the Ubers match, and that's kind of what we planned to do. It was hoping for me, him, and Callum, but you know they had to eventually face each other. So he has a pretty hyper-offensive sand team. Not sand team, but he has a hyper-offensive sun team with dual weather. And I did have a Ferrothorn, and people were snitching on me for it, AyFayBay. So I've heard, but yeah, a lot of people were snitching on me for having Ferrothorn, and you need to have only Ubers, so I switched it to Giratina. I meant to do Deoxys Speed for hazards, but then, you know, I just said YOLO. So let's just get this match started. He's going to lead off with Thundurus, as I lead off with my Genesect. I kept thinking this entire time he was Volt Absorb, So that just really screwed me up this entire match. But he goes for the Volt Switch, that's fine, really. I thought I was fearing the T-Wave, but that's fine. He's going to come out here into his Darkrai. So I just decided, I have the Sleep Talk, why not go for it as he puts me to sleep? As he does put me to sleep, I am going to go for the Sleep Talk. And very unfortunately, I get the rest. And every time I go for the Sleep Talk, I get the rest. So it was very, very nerve-wracking. Very nerve-wracking. And you got the nasty plot up, so I was really hoping that I get the Dragon Tail to get him out of there. But again, I got the rest. And I don't understand this. I need my Giratina for later on, mainly just for his Ho-Oh. So I'm going to come out to my Genesect here. I get the 1.5 attack boost. So glad. Thank you, he did not go for the Focus Blast. But he doesn't have much experience in Ubers. I think this might be his first time playing it. I'm not sure. So all the mistakes are understandable. But I'm going to come out to my Kyogre, get the Rain up as he comes out to Thundurus. I did not want to take a Thunder, so I went to my Giratina mainly as fodder because Giratina is just garbage. He's so pointless. I don't know why people use him. But yeah, I'm just going to go for the Dragon Tail, really hoping I get it. But, you know, again, I don't get it. I get the rest. So I'm just like tired of it. But I get the Will-O-Wisp this time, and I don't even hit. So Giratina literally was a waste of space on my team. It did nothing. It did nothing but absorb that Dark Void. And now Darkrai's dead, it was just there. So now I'm going to bring out my Genesect. I wanted to go for the T-Bolt, but I didn't because I kept thinking he was Volt Absorb, and I don't even carry Ice Beam. Alright, that's Genesect set I just got off smoking, and it had U-Turn and Bug Buzz. I don't understand that. It's just horrible, but I knew I could take a Hidden Power Ice, and now that I knew he wasn't Volt Absorb, I just put the Volt Switch, and he's dead. So I love how I got the crit when it didn't matter, because that crit totally did not matter, but I'm going to send out my Palkia here, mainly predicting his Kyurem White, but he came out to his Groudon. So I did not want to take any hits. I thought he was going to Dragon Tail me out, but he goes for the safe Rocks, so that's kind of going to screw me over. I have no Spinner, and my Lugia is kind of like ruined now, same with Zekrom. So I'm going to go for the safe Surf. I meant to be Choice Specs, but I'm the Calm Mind set, so a lot of mistakes. I go for the Thunder, doesn't even kill, so he goes for the Thunder, gets the freaking Parahacks. Like, are you serious? Is this a joke? So I need my Kyogre to win the Weather War, so I'm going to switch out to Zekrom mainly as fodder, and I end up living this Thunder, but he gets the Paralysis again. Oh my god, this is just incredible. But yeah, I just left it in to die because, you know, I don't want anyone else taking hits from Kyogre. And then I just kept telling myself, you're not going to kill with the Thunderbolt, you're not going to kill with the Thunderbolt. And I was very unfortunate, I did not get the special attack raise, and I did not kill with the Thunderbolt. So if I needed a crit, or the 1.5 special attack raise, I needed it there. But I didn't get it. So his Kyogre just killed 2 for 2. So now people are rooting for him now. Pretty much everybody that I've beaten, and like you just saw, they're rooting for him. Like, it's just wow. But I kill him off with Spatial Rend, and he's gonna come on to Groudon, and Groudon is kind of just in the way now. I want to get rid of it as soon as possible. As I get the Rain up, he's just gonna go for the Dragon Tail and miss, so that does reveal he's a bulkier set, which I kind of figured. So he goes for the EQ, and that's easy gonna take me out. So I was really fearing if he'd switch out Groudon and preserve his weather. Thank you, he did not, because now I'm going to kill him and my weather is here to stay. So he will not get the boost from the fire moves, and his chances of getting burns are now lowered. So he comes up to Kyurem White, and this is going to be the most stalliest match you're going to see right here. He's going for the Draco Meteor, and literally I just roosted the crap out of him, because if you know me and Nick, every time we battle, he has this obnoxious stall toxic Vaporeon, and it's just like, I gave him a taste of his own medicine. I gave him a taste of his own medicine. So after this, I was known as a Rooster. I guess that's my weird nickname after this. These guys are crazy, but yeah, I go for the Toxic because I want to wear him down, and a lot of people did say the strategy is unethical, but it's Pokemon. Like, hello, you gonna take it that seriously? But yeah, the strategy did work. All right, my plan was to bring him down to a point where Palkia can kill him off. But Kyurem White was not a problem. I definitely had this thing compared to my Palkia. The only problem really was his Ho-Oh, because if he would have played with that a little better, he would have won, but he did have Regenerator on it, so that's kind of what's bothering me. That's why I wanted to get a Toxic on it as soon as possible. It is slow, which you figure out right here, and he went for his signature move, Sacred Fire. And he gets a burn too. I think it always gets a burn, I'm not sure. But I get the freeze now too, and you know, it doesn't even matter. He thaws out next turn, so it's completely pointless. As I'm just gonna go for another ice beam. He thaws out right away and goes for the roost, so like he has the roost too, like what? But he rarely ever uses it. I don't know why, but I guess he just wanted the match to end because I kind of had it. Excuse me, but I kind of had the match. Like I had not really good team matchup, but I had it weather-wise, and I do have my power gauges sitting there, kind of like almost at max HP. So he comes out to his Kyurem White. This thing is just a pain because of Ice Beam. Like, it's so annoying because it's Ice Beam. Look how much damage that does. That is 73%. I needed to Whirlwind it out of there because I know I can outspeed his Ho-Oh. So I'm going to go for the Roost, Whirlwinding him out, taking this advantage to heal up. As he goes for the Brave Bird, does absolute garbage because I don't think what a lot of people understood is when you go for the Roost, your flying type just goes away. So Lugia is Psychic Flying. When I go for the Roost, I'm just a Psychic type. Like, just plain Psychic. I'm just a neutral mono type. So every time I keep going for that, I'm one type. That's why Ice Beam doesn't do as much damage. And just Lugia is massively bulky. He's just incredible. He's the bulkiest Pokemon in Ubers, I believe. But I'm just going to keep going for the Roost, wearing him down. Like, I'm not even trying to kill because I have no attacking moves besides Ice Beam. And as you can see, I've used all my moves: Ice Beam, Toxic, Roost, and Whirlwind. But he goes to the Fusion Flare, so I think he was just becoming really annoyed. As you can see in the chat, he was just like, oh my god, Nexus, are you serious? But yeah, a lot of people are telling me to stop being a bitch and doing this. Choice Scarf Roost. And now here's a point where I run out of Roosts. So really, it's anybody's game now. I ran out of Roosts. So a lot of people were praising to God that I ran out of Roosts because, like, it's just incredible. A lot of people gave me respect for doing this strategy. A lot of people gave me shit. I don't really care because it's a strategy. Like, it's Pokemon. If you've seen competitive play, like, this is Stall right here. This is basically UU. But, yeah, he killed me off with the Brave Bird. A lot of people were very thankful that it died. I was hoping he did not switch out because, Regenerator, but, you know, he did not switch out, he let it die. So when his OO died, I basically said GG because that's over. And that's going to be a good game. SacredFireNegro Nick, that's a good game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. That tournament was very fun. I'll leave the link in the description, as well as Nappy's channel. Also check out my two friends who joined me in that tournament, Callum and Nick. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave a like if you thought this was awesome. And I won that tournament, so I'm feeling pretty happy. So yeah, guys, take it easy.